relax, and let tonight's story be a balm for your mind. Calla and Magnolia's Imaginary Adventure. This story is about a girl named Calla and her plush lion Magnolia, who embark on a magical and heartwarming adventure led by their unstoppable imagination. Once upon a time in a little village, there lived a girl named Calla, who had a heart full of wonder and imagination. Every night, she would climb into her bed with her favorite plush lion, Magnolia, and drift off into a world of dreams. One magical evening, as the moon shone brightly through her bedroom window, Calla closed her eyes and found herself transported to a beautiful enchanted forest. The trees whispered secrets, and the flowers glowed with an otherworldly light. Suddenly Magnolia, her plush lion, came to life. "Calla, let's explore this magical place together," Magnolia suggested with a gentle but majestic voice. Calla nodded eagerly, excitement bubbling within her. They walked through the forest, discovering sparkling streams and meadows filled with floating butterflies. The air was filled with the sweet scent of blooming flowers and the songs of birds. As they ventured further, they stumbled upon a glistening lake, where the water shimmered like 1,000 diamonds. Magnolia urged Calla to make a wish. With closed eyes and a hopeful heart, Calla wished for the adventure to never end. Yet suddenly, the lake started to swell and form a beautiful, mystical dragon. The dragon's scales sparkled and its eyes glowed with wisdom. "I am Draco, guardian of the enchanted forest," the dragon declared. "Your wish is heard and granted. As long as you have imagination, your adventures will live on, grateful and thrilled." Calla and Magnolia thanked Draco and continued their journey, meeting talking animals, discovering hidden treasures and forging lifelong friendships. Each step they took in this magical land strengthened their bond, filling their hearts with joy and wonder. When dawn approached, they found themselves back at the beginning of the forest, where Draco awaited them. "It's time to return," Draco said kindly. With a final, joyful farewell, Calla and Magnolia found themselves back in Calla's room, the morning sun peeking through the curtains. Calla hugged Magnolia tightly and whispered, "Thank you for the adventure." Every night after that, Calla and Magnolia would dream of new adventures, knowing with imagination, the possibilities were endless. Here bites the new story to soothe your spirit. Bluebell and Flax, A Journey to Find Home. This story is about Bluebell, a curious girl, and Flax, a benevolent nymph, who form a heartwarming bond through an adventure in the forest to find Bluebell's way back home. Bluebell was a curious and kind-hearted girl who lived in a quaint little village surrounded by lush green fields and singing birds. Flax, on the other hand, was a gentle and benevolent nymph, residing in the deepest part of the forest, where the trees whispered secrets to those who would listen. One sunny day, Bluebell ventured deeper into the woods, her heart set on an adventure. Her blonde hair glistened like sun gold under the sunlight, and she wore a dress the color of the sky. The forest was a place of wonder, and every leaf seemed to sparkle with a life of its own. Bluebell wandered further until she stumbled upon a stream, its waters clear and cool. It was there she encountered Flax, whose presence was as serene as the calm waters. The nymph's hair flowed like silver rivers, and her eyes were the color of emerald leaves. Flax greeted Bluebell with a warm and inviting smile. The two connected instantly, sharing stories of their worlds. Bluebell spoke of her village, where laughter was abundant, and the people were always ready to lend a helping hand. Flax, in turn, shared tales of the forest, the ancient trees, the magical creatures, and the legends of the nymphs. A deep friendship blossomed between them, as they found joy in each other's company. However, as night fell, Bluebell realized she had wandered too far and did not know the way back home. She felt a pang of fear, but then turned to Flax with hopeful eyes. Flax took her hand gently and promised to help her find her way. They traveled together through the mystic woods, each step bringing them closer to Bluebell's home. The light filtered through the tree canopies, casting a silver hue on their path. The forest seemed to come alive, guiding them with the soul of night creatures and the glow of fireflies. As they journeyed, Flax imparted wisdom about the forest, teaching Bluebell the language of the trees and the songs of the birds. Bluebell's heart brimmed with gratitude and admiration for her new friend. Finally, the edge of the forest came into view, and beyond it, the warm lights of Bluebell's village. Relieved and happy, Bluebell turned to Flax, thanking her profusely. They embraced, knowing that though they came from different worlds, their bond transcended all boundaries. Flax promised to visit Bluebell in her village, and Bluebell promised to return to the forest. They had found something more than a physical home. They had found a place in each other's hearts. As Bluebell walked home, the sense of warmth and love stayed with her. She knew she had made a friend for life, and that the special bond they shared would always be her true home. Another tale begins to bring you rest. The Journey of Hope. This story is about a man named Borage and a lizard named Tansy, who together discover hope and save their village from drought. In a small, serene village nestled between emerald hills, there lived a kind-hearted man named Borage. Borage spent his days tending to his garden, where vibrant flowers bloomed, and a sense of peace lingered in the air. One day, while watering his plants, he noticed a small, peculiar lizard basking in the sunlight on a rock. The lizard, with shimmering scales of gold, seemed to beckon him. Borage was enchanted by the little creature and decided to name it Tansy. As days turned into weeks, Borage and Tansy developed an unspoken friendship. Tansy would follow Borage around the garden, and Borage would share his thoughts with the lizard, who always listened intently. One sunny afternoon, Borage discovered that the village's crops were failing due to a drought. The villagers were despairing, as their livelihoods depended on the harvest. Borage, however, felt a spark of hope light up inside him. That evening, as he sat among his blossoms, he voiced his worries to Tansy. "What are we to do, Tineflem?" he asked. Tansy, sensing Borage's depth of concern, seemed to nod wisely and led him towards the edge of the village where an ancient well stood. The well had dried up many years ago, but Tansy, with unwavering confidence, began to dig around its base. Borage watched, intrigued and hopeful. After hours of digging alongside Tansy, Borage's shovel hit something hard. They had uncovered an underground spring that began to fill the well with crystal clear water. The news spread quickly, and the villagers gathered in awe and relief. The well brought new life to the village, nourishing the crops and restoring hope. Borage knew that without Tansy's guidance, the well would have remained forgotten. From that day on, Borage and Tansy were celebrated as heroes in their village. They continued to tend the garden together, their friendship a testament to the power of hope and the bond between unlikely companions. And so, the village flourished, a living reminder that even in the darkest times, there is always a glimmer of hope. Let's explore the next peaceful journey. Silver Bell and Kate, a tale of goodness. This story is about how the bond between Silver Bell, a curious young girl, and Cookie, a wise water elemental, brought prosperity to their village through the harmony of nature and mutual guidance. In a village nestled between the whispering trees and a sparkling river, there lived a young girl named Silver Bell. Her heart was as bright as her name, and her curiosity knew no bounds. Every day, she spent hours exploring the meadows, learning from the rustling leaves and the singing birds. One day, Silver Bell stumbled upon something unusual near the river, a shimmering blue light dancing above the water's surface. As she approached, the light flashed into the form of a beautiful water elemental named Kate. Its presence was serene and soothing, mirroring the calm flow of the river that sustained the village. Silver Bell and Kagi spoke at length, sharing their dreams, fears, and hopes. Eddie revealed that she had watched over the river for centuries, ensuring its waters flowed clear and clean. She offered guidance to Silver Bell, teaching her the ways of nature, the importance of balance, and the secrets held within the winds and waters. Over time, a deep bond formed between them. Whenever Silver Bell faced a challenge, Kagi was there to guide her. During a harsh winter, when the river threatened to freeze, Kate showed Silver Bell how to construct small channels to keep the water moving. When the crops were failing, Kate helped her understand the rhythms of the earth, and they worked together to revive the fields. Silver Bell's gratitude towards Kagi grew with each passing season. The village thrived under their care, and the bond they shared became legendary. As the years passed, Silver Bell became the village's wise woman, with Katie at her side. She taught the children the secrets of the river and the woods, instilling in them a love for nature and the wisdom of harmony. Their tale of guidance was one that the villagers would tell their descendants for generations, a story about how the embrace of nature and the guidance of a true friend could change the course of many lives. Let this story bring you comfort as you drift to sleep.